Greetings and salutations, this is Jason Silverain. I am returning to Shadows of Forbidden Gods. The DLC is finally out. It's actually been out about a week's time of recording. Your guys will see this a bit later. Unfortunately, there's a whole lot of stuff going on, so this is probably going to be uploaded in April. Now, I've enjoyed the DLC so far. I've not managed to play it as much as I'd like. There's definitely a good few new things in there, though very enjoyable. A few new bits and pieces of just creature comforts and nice, user-friendly tweaks. There have been a few things here and there that probably need a bit of improvement, like the dwarves do very little at this time. They're interesting, and I'd like to do more, but their cities don't class as cities, so you can't get rid of your various issues in them. You can't make them a dark empire, things like that. So I'll be hoping to play around with them a little bit more. I'm going to be trying a different tactic today with the Evil Beneath. And I do apologise if my throat's going a little bit. It's been many long shifts and I've been doing a lot of talking at my day-to-day work. So yes, the Evil Beneath. You're essentially a giant tentacle thing that eats people. Simple as that. There's a few glitches with it which actually help you rather than hinder you. And I will say now, we're completely modless. Sadly, most of the mods have not been updated yet. I really, really hope that the people with some of those amazing mods out there who had the chance to use will go back and update them for the DLC. I'm looking forward to that. Now, I am going to go on easier simply because I don't have that much time, sadly. I've got things like blood tests and stuff to go for today. Nothing serious, just checkups, considering if any of you know about me, I have had a very interesting health history, shall we say. Yep, so we're going with our standards, holy orders, all that lot. Magical arms race is going to be an absolute headache for us here, and as usual, no minimum world panic, because I want my world to be dynamic and reacting to things I do. Now, I'm really hoping we get a similar thing with, like, from when I first played this. I was in such a bad area to start with. My tentacle beast, as you can see, was on a tiny little island. Which, well, damn. It's on a tiny little island again. Actually, no, this is exactly the same map. Hold on a minute. I mean, I've got no excuse for doing badly. But yes, this is the underground. There's very little in it. Very little of interest. There's occasional dwarves. There's also these Bernie guys, which essentially want to murder dwarves and do a very good job of murdering dwarves. And we also have awareness of the underground. Every time you do something, humanity can find out about the underground. They'll eventually put cities down here and do very little else. But they will send heroes down to smite you once they start learning about the underground. Now, I'm just trying to decide whether or not I do this map again or not. I've already done it once. I mean, it feels a bit daft to do it again. And yeah, it's exactly the same people. Alright. Well, give me a moment, I'll be right back. Alright, I've decided to go with a new map this time, and this is the first thing that comes up. One of the heroes already has Menace. That's going to be fun. Wow, there's a lot of dislike between these people. That's all fine. What? This is turn 1. This is the most active turn 1 I've ever seen. This is mad. So, yes, I was going to mention before, I was hoping to get a very similar start to the other one. I'd realised I hadn't hit the seed. That's completely on my head. Because last time the orcs did fantastically. They ended up taking over half an island. They burnt down 2 whole kingdoms. But I just thought that with the last setup, I couldn't do much with the god itself, and it was very limiting. Now, let's have a look here. We have this wonderful group of orcs, which seem to be... actually, let me just have a look at nation. They've got a relatively big nation, a tiny nation. I rarely ever play orcs because they're usually not worth the investment. There's a lot of tiny nations though. This is a hell of a lot of tiny nations. I've only got one big one down here. This is going to be interesting. The elves are huge over here. They could be a problem. But where am I set up? Oh, I'm underneath the flumming elves. No, that's not good. That's no good whatsoever. That is appalling. Because this god does not generate darkness. Now, you see these tentacles, they are essentially your influence where you can do things, and you will not gain power or anything like that without essentially pulling dead from on down here. So unless I get a lot of people trying to murder elves or civil wars or plagues, this is going to be very difficult to charge up. Now, there's another reason the magical arms race is going to be a pain, because the other way you can do it is literally ripping the magic out of your agents' heads or feeding your agents to it. Now, if you start learning arcane secrets, of course, everyone else is going to start racing for arcane secrets. Okay, the dwarves are up here, but the dwarves are full of arcane secrets, which is quite nice. But it will mean that I will have the issue of a lot of powerful spellcasters trying to murder me. So we already start on 2 world panic and 3 victory points. That's not great with the panic, I will confess. We have a... Oh, is there any... There's no holy order here. What? Come on, tell me. Please tell me you've got something decent. Awareness of elder powers. That could be very useful. Explore the darkness. I have yet to find any reason why you'd want your acolytes to go underground. Increasing awareness of underground, shadow, madness, and rest. I mean, it says increasing awareness of the underground, but does it also mean they get madness? That shadow, madness, and rest is a bit unclear. Does it make people more aware that it's occurring in places? Because otherwise, that's essentially throwing off the mask. Human sacrifice, that could be very useful for me actually, but not straight away. Healers is bad. However, making those minus could be very, very useful. Yeah, so witches are worth investing in. This particular witch coven, very worth investing in. We are on an island. We do have some orcs. I don't know if I'm going to invest in the orcs or not. I really would like to, but I think I need to make a dedicated playstyle for that. And I do need to go check out some videos. If anyone's got any recommendations of someone who does a good orc playthrough, let me know. Because I do need to learn. I do need to adapt. I get into a very repetitive playstyle. So I was going to try something different. It does mean I won't take full advantage of this, but we don't have any holy orders on this island. So, you know, we're gonna build up our home territory. But there's one thing we do have an advantage of. This will be going and getting enshadowed, because the dwarves naturally have enshadowment, which is lovely. They'll eventually get rid of it if you leave them to it, which we don't want to do. But yeah, they'll gain shadow, and the shadow will go through the various passages to the surface. This one here and the like. You know, so what we want is a decent infiltration down here, because these have really high security. Just see how many arcane secrets are down here, because this is the plan I want to try. Because before I just kept my main supplement under here, gaining arcane secrets, gaining a hell of a lot of menace, and it just, there was no way to get rid of it, and it made him absolutely useless. I'm tripping again. Think, Jason, think. Alright. Yeah, that will be enough to get our god going. So, what we are going to do... And, oh, yes, I forgot to go through the powers. You can retract tentacles. If you have Feast for Gods on the end of your tentacle, you bring it to the heart, where it starts eating and gaining HP. Basically, bring food as supposed to... oh, no, it's drag bodies under. That is supposed to add thing on a tentacle. To retract your tentacle in. But I find most of the time the bug means it goes straight to your heart of your critter, his mouth, so you don't have to expend a tentacle. We go grab all the bodies, very useful. Again, this is all about eating dead people, all the death in an area. Devour knowledge is what I mentioned. Devour worshipper is the other one, which those are your main ways of growing. None of them are great. Tunnel Dweller's not great. Creature of the Dark is very good. Red Herring doesn't activate enough. unless you're playing the extreme long game. I'm just going to turn this off for now. Okay, an agent. Now, Trickster won't be very useful below ground. The Seeker is amazing. I have not yet played with the Exile and the Spellbinder. I think I tried the Spellbinder briefly, but the game ended just before I could do anything. So, I'm going to go with you. You're not fantastic, actually. Let me double check. Which one of these has the lowest security? You're already burning, so you might be coming under attack soon. I mean, magic would be good here. How much death do we have? We have a reasonable amount of death. You know, we're going to go with the Warlock. Our intrigue's low. City with a library, we have one here. History of death. So first things first, you're going to go over. Oh, we can actually buy things from these. Wait. I wonder if... Hold on. Has this been patched in the last few days without me knowing? I mean, we've got all these. Mate. Give me 1 second. No, we still can't... we still can't hide here. So so my idea is correct. Well of Shadows could also be a good start. Just start getting the Shadow moving. But that death will tick down. So I'm going to go there. We're going to make a Death Shadow. Get that death moving, going, growing. And that will help us essentially get more shadow. You, on the other hand, are going to start making your way over here. And my main plan was to have someone else infiltrate instead of him. Build it up as we go. But I think early enshadowment I'm going to go for, because that will start leaking through to the surface here, start causing problems. It is right next to a sanctum, which is already getting a bit enshadowed, because what will happen is they'll spend all their time trying to get rid of the shadow. And wait, there's 2 of those? That's a seat of a holy order as well. Oh, this could turn very good. What's the Order of Faith do? What's your thing? They're not the Lightbringer types. Nice. Candle Circus, go away. Go away. Just realised I do need to check that. Wait, what? Oh, Elder Powers one. Wait, are you going to be making Shadow? Oh, no, it's 2. It's 2 we need for that. Where are you? Oh, I'll find them later. It's not important right now. We've already got an early game plan. I'm not going to jump away from it straight away. I am curious where those potentially shadow-creating witches are, because that could be very good for us. Oh, they're over here. I mean, part of me doesn't want to go rush Shadow, but it would be a fool not to with this setup. Wonderful. There is actually a war going on. That's the reason they're all screwing each other up. Oh, that is so much death, and it's on the opposite side of the world. That is so frustrating. If I was underneath this, or anywhere near this, with them disrupting and killing one another and doing things, I could be eating all this death up, and I can't do anything with it. Ah! Oh well. I have to make do with what I've got. And we can grow those tentacles later, but I've never got one across the map, because it costs you HP of your critter, and you never have enough. The Holy Order is murdering the elves as well. Damn, this whole world's in war. This is fantastic. You know what? I am saving this kingdom, because this one is fun. I'm just going to call it war, because everyone hates each other. I mean, I'm on turn 3. You know, I can come back to this one later any time. I've got plenty I can do with this map. Oh, lovely. One of them decided to magically assault my warlock. Thank you very much, you jerk. Really? He's underground. You have no awareness of... Ah. Why? Why you... I'm genuinely annoyed at that. I'm genuinely annoyed that they've gone out of their way to attack someone who is doing nothing. Buggers. You know what? I'm reloading that. That is bullcrap. Alright, it's a little cheaty and a bit bad faith, but I did end up reloading. I'm having him do the fortress instead. I nearly never have anyone magically assault a character when they're doing filming Death Shadow. It's so frustrating that they just went straight for him. Also, I noticed that it's giving me the profile menace for the spell, even though I didn't complete the spell. Nearly every other thing gets you the profile menace after you completed. Sorry. This frustration. It's like, come on, guys. The surface world is a friggin' mess. How are you even recognizing me doing this? Alright, so we're going to infiltrate the library. I didn't want to really use you to do all the infiltration, but you know what? We're just going to do it anyway. Main goal. Make this completely in shadow down here. We're going to make it nice and dark. It's going to be essentially a cancer below the surface. Then we're going up top. Yep, more and more sabotage and various nasty things going on. And I will rejoin you once we've actually cast some spells and done some things. I don't think they're in much danger of this city being razed. It's a bit of destruction, a bit of death, that's all fine. But, oh, you're a hero? You look very similar to the soldiers. But I think the dwarves are going to be fine just down here. Alright, we've already made this person, like combat more, because their friend has died. We're going to drive them insanity. Yeah, they're now insane. Lovely stuff. Yep, I've got 40 odd in that fortress. Ooh. Cooperation is good. Gone down. Good. Oh. Don't need profits. I don't need humanity gaining more powerful holy orders. That is very early in the game for a prophet. Go Arcane Fortress. I thought it had a strength of 40 and it lost 3. You know. If you could please stop blasting my Arcane Fortress, you dicks. Oh my fleming god. I put up an Arcane Fortress and they still die. Ah! Genuine massive frustration here. Why? Why are you spending your time trying to murder me? It is dumb. We're going to try this again. Please stop wasting my recruitment points. My plan was to essentially get this going and then get this and then feed the magic this thing had to my god. And no, you've wasted my time. Caphonians. Deep beneath the surface of the world, far from the pure light of the sun, the evil and death humanity creates takes root. Sin grows, festers and rots down here until it combines with fire and dark stone to form new life, filled with hate and rage. They curse a wretched form of life, they're trapped here below for millennium, waiting for a chance to destroy the surface world. I've never seen them go to the surface. Leave them to wait, fester in tunnels. Honestly, I've not really found much use for these two because this always happens when I'm doing things in towns, so actually making them below the surface is kind of like meh. Alright, just use that to get more shadow, that's fine. I don't have any power, can't make them insane again. Lose preference for danger, they lose 5 sanity. That one person's just going to keep going mad. Alright, you're getting enshadowed. The dwarves will do a ritual to basically make them less enshadowed. So I'm just hoping we can get a few events. There we go, repeat challenge. Ooh. Fair enough, you're disrupted again. But yes, I'm hoping we can do stuff that can disrupt them. Because you can make them have gold loss, basically. And they'll stop doing that. Alright. Yeah, kill their prophet. Destroy one another. Get lots of stuff going on. Lots and lots of disruption. I'm loving this. Is that the... Yeah, I thought that would be that horde. They haven't really capitalised on their destruction of this town. They've not made any new camps. They've not really got the gold, I imagine. It'd be quite fun if they destroy this kingdom, though. That would make me very happy. Though, They don't seem to have an army. That's a bit of a problem.